Today we're going to do the weather strip on the doors. I don't know, I'm waiting on a handful of things to sort of gel together, and I figured it might be a good time to do some of the rubber work around the car. So I have my, what is this, the right weather strip for the passenger door because it's toward me right now. So that's it. I'm going to get it cleaned up. All of the new rubber kind of has this chalky stuff. I guess it's just part of the process. Maybe that's the powder they put on there for the form so it releases. But you have to clean all of it. And this is kind of a foamy type of rubber. It's not totally foam. It's not really open celled, but it's real spongy. Feels spongy. I've got my RVT silicone, and right here in my little bag I've got the two little teeny weeny clips. So I'll show you how I put those on. Out of all the doors that I have for my car, I tried to leave this one intact, and only recently have I started to sort of take things apart on it. But I did leave this seal intact on it because I knew I would want to see how this went together. So the ball end sort of sticks in this hole here, and in the late 70s cars they had these plastic caps. That's not going back on mine, but it was glued in on this edge, so as I sort of pull it off you can see where the glue was back in there. And then those little clips I showed you, they're right there, so there's a little hole for that, and the rubber just kind of clips in underneath there. Then it's glued all along here, and then the seal ends right underneath the hinge. I hope you guys can see this. This is the hole I'm going for right here, and this is the thing I have to get in there. Kind of a big ball, and of course I've heard this is the toughest part of this particular piece to install. So I'm using a little dishwashing liquid, no Vaseline today. I've gotten the kibosh on the Vaseline from a few people, so figure we go with dish soap. Hopefully that won't hurt the rubber too bad, and see if we can get this sucker stuffed in there. So yeah, check that out. How about that? So there we go, a little RVT time, guys. Couldn't get it done on the car. Had to lay her down, so no big whoop. This little piece back here just kind of rounds the corner a little bit. I couldn't get that when it was on the car, so it was just better. I took the screws out of the door, so the hinge alignment will stay the same. And I should show you guys this. Yeah, yep, that happened. I think when I took that hinge out of the paper, so one of these days I'll touch that up. It'll be good. I did the old color sand and buff on this car a while back, but I didn't get everything. I don't know if you guys picking that up or not, but there's a bunch of orange peel on this door, and there's also a bunch of orange peel back here. Maybe we can see that. I don't know. I can't tell in the camera. I can't see much, but we're going to try and get this door color sanded and buffed today, and then we'll get her back on the car. Hopefully that's a good look at it there. We're going to get started with a little 1500 grit on our motor guard pad, this little guy here. We're going to use the black side first, and then we're going to switch to all gray after that. So one little cut with 1500 with the black side, and then we go 1500 soft, 2000 soft, and then we start to buff. Okay. There's a good look at it in 1500. Just feels, you know, real satiny. Got rid of 99% of the orange peel. There's a couple little spots that I'm going to just leave in because I don't want to dig out all the clear coat on this. Again, it's not a 100-point show car or any of that stuff. It's just supposed to be a nice driver, and this will polish out just perfect. So we'll head to 2000, and I'll give you another glimpse at 2000. This will make it like glass. Seems like with the 2000 it doesn't take very long. I picked up a couple of these, white, and I like these better than the wool. They're probably a little more forgiving in that, you know, the wool one grabs on real hard, and not being experienced, this just provides a little bit better deal for me. So there you go. Starting to come along. That was our first pass with the white pad and the number 1 rubbing compound, and if you remember, I don't have the number 2. I've got the B, which is the number 2 in the cheap line, and that's what we're going to finish it out with. But it looks really good. Just in the number 1, I hit it with a microfiber to clean everything off. So yeah, you can see a pretty good reflection there, and you know, the sun went away. It's actually raining, which is why it keeps getting covered in water. So it's looking good. Black pad, black juice. There we have it. The sun's really kind of crappy today. Anyway, good reflection there. It's looking good. I like it. I like it a lot. It looks a hell of a lot better. Forgot to show you that one. That's the final step, the final inspect there. And the big lesson that I've learned, and I always like to share my lessons because I learn them, and I learn them the hard way usually. The mini buffer. This will keep you out of trouble. All the little difficult spots. Well, there we go. All the little difficult spots that you get into, I mean, I can point them out here. You know, this ridge, this little valley, the edges of the doors, these kinds of things, the inside of that fold. You know, all those are places where you can cut through the paint real easy, and in fact I did in some of those spots on my other door, and I need to repair those. But the mini buffer kind of keeps you out of trouble because it's real slow, and Milo talks about buffing entire cars with mini buffer, and I'm comfortable with this one on the big areas and where I'm away from the edges, but I just kind of stay, I don't know, maybe inch, half inch away from the edge, you know, don't really work on it, and then I just hit it with the mini buffer, and it seems like everything's cool. So that's kind of my thing. We'll take a look at it back on the car. Trying to catch it. The one, I don't know where it's at. It doesn't matter. The one spot that has orange peel is that right there. I just wasn't going to sand that and buff it.
Don't let your meatloaf